About the border now. The crisis at the southern border has long been at the center of congressional gridlock. Despite South Carolina being more than 1,000 miles away from the border, recent News 2 polls show that immigration and border security are top of mind for voters in the 1st Congressional District. So, Mr. Moore, is enough being done right now to secure the southern border? You have 60 seconds.
No, I think look, there was a bipartisan deal on the table, bill that was a conservative bill that would have done the most in history to try to protect the southern border, and Republicans, extreme Republicans, Nancy Mace, Donald Trump, and others, nixed that deal. I'm pleased that President Biden sort of grabbed the bull by the horns and issued an executive order to try to create some sense out of the situation down there. But it's a big problem, and I will say it's a hemispheric problem. If we just start worrying about the problem when people arrive at our border, we've lost. We need to think about this hemispheric problem in a hemispheric way and negotiating with our southern partners to create political stability, economic stability, so people aren't coming.
Thank you. Mr. DeFord, same question to you. Is enough being done right now to secure the southern border? You have 60 seconds.
No, and this is a problem that Congress needs to fix. This has been an issue that has been kicked back and forth for way too long. And at the end of the day, we need to make sure that our officials down at the border are receiving the support and the resources that they need to secure the border. But at the same time, we have to get away from what we're hearing on the other side of the aisle, that they want to shut the border down and build a wall. The image of America is not a giant wall. It is the Statue of Liberty. And so we can have a secure border while paving the way for efficient, fair immigration into this country to allow people who want to come and contribute to America to be here. But we also have to look at why people are leaving. Why in such mass troves are people leaving? And they're not leaving their homes because things are great at home. So I think that the international community, especially the United States, should start looking into more ways that we can invest in economies in Mexico and South America that would ultimately benefit the United States as well.
Thank you. We do have a follow-up on this issue as well. Mr. DeFord, is part of the problem an inability of lawmakers to work together across party lines? You have 30 seconds for this response.
I think that if you really boil it down, they all probably agree on some of the basic concepts of border security. The problem is that when it comes time to actually put it to a vote, we saw what happened earlier this year where Nancy Mace and others just totally blew it up because Donald Trump didn't want to give Joe Biden a win in a presidential year. So I think that there is more consensus on this issue than not, but they're putting politics over people.
Thank you. Mr. Moore, is part of the problem an inability of lawmakers to work together across party lines in this issue? You have 30 seconds.
I think so. I don't think there's much honesty on this issue at all. Look, when I hear former President Trump and others on that extreme MAGA end of the spectrum maligning the people coming into this country, calling them rapists and people from mental institutions, look, the facts belie all that. The facts reject all that. People who come over into the United States, immigrants, are statistically far less inclined to commit crimes or to do things for obvious kinds of reasons. We need to get honest about this issue.
Thank you.